Hello students, starting with a new chapter. Kindly remove your EVS textbook. Chapter number 24, Subject, Objects and Energy. In this chapter, we will learn about the subject in detail. As you can see, write a few lines on the blackboard with a chalk. Now observe the chalk. What change do you see in the chalk? Wipe the board with a duster and then tap the duster against the table. What do you see, children? As you dust the duster against the table, you will see some chalk particles or dust particles of a chalk, right? Or whenever you are writing on the board with a chalk, you will see certain amount of dust particles on your fingers because the chalk shades away few amount of dust particles. So whenever you dust a duster on the table, you will find dust particles in the form of a powder on the table, right? Take small pieces of candy sugar or coal and pound them in a mortar. See, this is a mortar in which you can make it into powder. What do you notice? When you pound the coal or the sugar, it turns into powder. That is into small particles. So whenever you pound the sugar or coal, so it forms into a powder form. Okay, the solid thing becomes powder form into small particles. Okay, a big object becomes small particles, right? You can do this activity at home also. All substance we see around us are made up of very tiny particles, right? So small particles only make a big substance, and whenever you pound the particle or cut the particle, it turns into small powder form. Okay, you must have seen how sawdust or particles of wood fly when the wood is cut with a saw. See, whenever you cut a ply or a wood, what happens? You will see this type of you can see this type of dust particles whenever you cut the wood ply. For furniture also, if you cut ply, you must have seen carpenters cutting the ply. So you can see there are small dust particles of the wood, right? Whenever they cut with a saw, or nowadays they use a machine to cut the ply. So whenever you cut all these things, there are few dust particles coming out of it, right, children? See, grinding. This is the old method of grinding grains. Okay, when iron or copper is made smooth with a file, we get particles of iron or copper. Okay, all substance like pencil, chalk, paper, wood, wheat grains, iron, copper, coal are made up of fine particles. So whenever you grind them or file them with a filer, you will see fine particles of that substance, right? Even you can file and see your nails. If you file your nails with a filer, there are some dust particles of your nails which come out. Okay, fine particles. You can't say dust particles, you can say fine particles of our nail. So you can file your nail with a filer and you can see. So there are fine particles in all substances. See, these are the few examples. Even the pencil, this is sugar particles. Okay, or these are some iron and sugar, or it could be chalk particles, anything white color. And this is iron particles. Or your pencil has lid inside, okay, graphite lid. So whenever you sharpen it, there are some fine dust particles coming up. Okay, use your brain power. What are the small particles that can be seen in a beam of light that enters a dark room? Okay, whenever there is a dark room and if there is a huge light, okay, halogen light, a beam light, just focusing a particular place, you will see through that light you can see few dust particles. Let us see. You can see what are these dust particles? What are these particles? It shows that there are particles present in the air also. Okay, and these particles are not visible with your naked eyes. You can't see with your naked eyes, but when there is a prominent light to it, you can see those dust particles. Do you know the theory that all substances are made of minute particles was proposed long ago by Kannad Maharishi? Okay, Kannad Maharishi. Kannad Maharishi was born in 6th century BC at Prabhas Kshetra near Sorati Somnath in Gujarat. Okay, his given name was Ulluk. He proposed that all things in the world can be classified into 7 categories. He was also the first to subject that every object in universe is made up of minute particles. He named that tiny particles Pilav. So this is very important. Very important. He was also the first to suggest that every object in universe is made up of minute particles. So this is a very important point, and he named that tiny particle Pilav. I can ask this question in exam, so please, it is very important. Kindly mark in your textbook. So it was found in 6th century only. Okay, so you don't think that scientists have come to know about the fine particles in 19th or 18th century. It is way back. See, Indian scholars are so much aware of so many things. Okay, so please mark this in your math EVS 1 textbook. If there is a sudden shower, we take shelter under a roof at the roadside. Even though the rain does not fall on us directly, we get wet to some extent. Why? Can you tell me why? If it doesn't fall directly on us, still we get wet to some extent. Why it is? Can you tell me? Think, children. The raindrops that fall on the road bounce off and break up into droplets. Okay? These droplets are also made up of tinier particles of water. They make us wet. It means that liquids are also made of small particles. It means that it could be asked for give reason. So please mark. These droplets are made up of tinier particles of water. They make us wet. It means that liquid are also made up of small particles. Okay. So whenever that water falls on the ground, the rainwater, it bounces back on the ground and breaks into small droplets. So this shows that even the water is made up of small particles. Use your brain. Make a list of all the everyday substance that we use in the form of powder. Come on, think. Things we use every day in the form of powder. Detergent, okay. Then sugar powder. You can grind the sugar and you can use it, no, in our day-to-day life. Then see, we have masalas, chili powder, haldi powder. We grind them and we use those small powder form. So that is a small form of a small particle, okay. Examples of small particles. Then second one, naphthalene balls are placed in a warm clothes. After some days, why do the clothes also smell of naphthalene? Can anybody tell me? And naphthalene balls are also placed in toilets. Why do they become smaller after few days? Because they start evaporating in the atmosphere, okay, or it get dissolved. If it is placed in the toilet, see in the second picture you can see naphthalene is continuously being converted into small particles in the gaseous state. That's why it evaporates, no? Such small particles from the ball settle on the clothes. So the clothes too smell of naphthalene. As the particles leave the naphthalene ball, the balls grow smaller in size and slowly disappear. See, even in the sink, if you put those wash basin, if you put naphthalene balls, after few days it becomes small because it gets evaporate also and it gets washed away with the water also. So because it is made up of small particles, so it molecule breaks, you know. Particles of rangoli are fine like flour, okay. Rangoli colors are also available in the forms of grains. Nowadays you get ready rangolis also, and previously 10-15 years back we used to get the traditional rangoli, which was much more it was like a आटा पाउडर, जो हम आटा गूंदने के लिए आटा यूज करते हैं, दैट टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल. नाउ डेज वी गेट thick grains. It is like you can hold it easily, okay. So they though even those are ready rangolis. So there are two types of rangolis which are available. Use your brain power. Suppose you do not have rangoli powder. What things can you use as an alternative? Think, children, what things you can use? We can use haldi powder for yellow color. We can use chili powder for red color. What else? Think. We can grind rice and we can use it for white color. For brown color we can use brick powder. We can pound it and get brown color from it, right? So these are few examples. Okay, the states of substance. Water is found in nature in 3 states. Very easy: solid, liquid, and gaseous. In all the 3 states, the individual particles of water remain the same. However, the arrangement of particles in each of this state is different. Particles in solid, so ice. Particle in liquid, it is in water form. And particles in gas, it becomes a cloud. Okay, but the main source is water, right? But it is formed, there are 3 states of water: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Substance and objects. Can you tell? Ashmita went to buy an earthen pot. There she saw many things kept for sale. How did she identify what she needed? From what substance had the potter made all the things? What is the difference between a substance and an object? See, Ashmita went to buy a earthen pot. There she saw many things kept for sale. So obviously it is made up of mud, no? Because it's an earthen pot. See, the potter is making the pot. How did she identify what she needed? Because she wanted to buy a pot, and the pot already things were displayed over that there. So she came to know what type of thing she's looking for. From what substance had the potter made all these things? So the potter has made all these things from mud. What is the difference between a substance and an object? Substance is in the raw form, okay, mud form, but object has a shape, right? Object have a definite shape. Their parts are put together in a particular way. Objects are made from substance, okay? So which is the substance? What is the substance over here? Wood. Okay, wood is the substance. Okay, this is the raw form. Okay, wood is the substance. And bat, ply, chair, table are the objects, okay? And objects have a definite shape. Objects have a definite shape. Objects have a definite shape. Their parts